Here's what's happening now. Sun's out, it's almost 60 degrees, and it is almost December. But has our luck completely run out? Paula?
Hey, Ben, listen, if you've been shopping until you drop to give to others and it still just doesn't feel good, stay tuned, Karen. I think I've got a story you'll like that'll be just what the doctor orders.
All right, Paula, we're looking forward to it. Thank you. Also, first at 4, coping with holiday stress. Dr. McGeorge reveals a big mistake people make during the next few weeks. And a fire at a suburban strip mall, the damage that's impacting business owners and their customers. Those stories and more right now, first at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, the search for a man accused of killing his nephew is over this afternoon. James Graham was a wanted man since last Friday when police allege he shot his teenage nephew in the head during an argument. 16-year-old Freeland Pridgeon died one day later. Police arrested Graham last night in a traffic stop on Detroit's west side. A candlelight vigil in Freeland Pridgeon's memory will take place within the hour on Ward Street near Myers and Joy Road in Detroit. Detroit police say a pair of home invaders used one of 2 small children as a human shield overnight before setting a house on fire. The 2 men got into a house on Connor near Freud on the east side, tied up a man, and then took his girlfriend and her 2 children hostage. When police got to the scene, the 2 adults made a break for it.
The parents were able to flee the location, leaving the children behind. The suspects even used one of the children as a human shield as our officers negotiated.
The men set the house on fire, then ran off. One was arrested, the other got away. The children were rescued from the flames. 2-year-old Reagan Marcus is in critical condition right now. Her 4-year-old brother Ronald is listed as stable. Well, no one was hurt, but damage was extensive when a fire hit a strip mall in Trenton late this morning. Workers were on the roof of the strip mall on King Road near Fort Street. They reported seeing smoke coming from a vent above a restaurant. A tailor shop was destroyed along with customers' belongings inside. Now, you'll hear from business owners on Local 4 News at 5 o'clock. Meantime, that cause of the fire is under investigation this afternoon. Protests are being held all around the country, pushing for a $15 minimum wage. Here in Detroit, dozens of demonstrators were arrested this morning. The protesters blocked traffic on Grand River Avenue next to a McDonald's just west of Schaefer. Police say they were warned to stop blocking traffic, but refused. Another protest is about to start near a McDonald's on Plymouth Road. We will have a live update tonight at 5. Today's first forecast is pretty unusual for late November. Ben, it's a 50s flashback, huh? It's not doing too bad out there. The bad news is this is as good as it's going to get this week. Temperatures right now mid-50s for the most part. There are a couple spots, at least in Lenawee and Monroe County, that are at least pushing 60 right now. Still a little bit of a wind, so it's feeling cool on top of some of those numbers. As far as the weather story goes for the next few days, sprinkles tonight. That's going to be all liquid. But once we get into Thursday, that's our transition point, and it's going to start to feel like December, which it will be by Thursday, and looking dry for the weekend. We'll check that out and your 4-zone forecast all in a few minutes. Karen? Fast-moving flames, fear, and destruction. The Great Smoky Mountains in Tennessee are burning, and a world-famous theme park is threatened. We're covering this wildfire disaster, and it is breaking news first at 4. Kimberly Gill joins us now with the latest information from Tennessee, and things got really dangerous overnight.
They sure did, Karen, so much so that the National Guard troops are being deployed after an entire resort of more than 100 buildings was wiped out. Now, high winds helped these wildfires spread quickly, leading to the evacuation of thousands of people. The flames are attacking the towns of Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge with a vengeance. The wildfires threatened the Dollywood theme park, owned, of course, by country music star Dolly Parton. We're told the park itself has not been damaged, but more than a dozen cabins operated by the park have been destroyed. Dollywood is closed through Wednesday, at least, probably longer. No deaths have been reported, but several people have suffered burns. Escaping the flames was very, very difficult because everything is surrounded by fire and mountains.
When my husband opened the door, there was trees on fire in front of where we were at. So we tried to get to our car, and the smoke was so bad we couldn't. We covered our face with wet towels. And then we finally got in the car, and we drove down the mountain a little ways, and we ran into a tree that was over the road. So we had to turn around. We couldn't see to get back up the mountain. We finally got to the...
My goodness, well, that poor woman that you just heard from, she and her husband were rescued by firefighters. Rain has started to fall in the area, but experts say it won't be enough to end the severe drought that helped fuel these fires. Tennessee is not alone in this. Wildfires, we've been telling you, have been raging in Georgia and North Carolina. We will, of course, keep you posted on new developments, and we'll have an update on Local 4 News at 5. For now, though, Karen will send it back to you.
Kim, President-elect Donald Trump is moving to fill his cabinet, and one appointment already facing harsh criticism from Democrats. Trump has nominated Georgia Congressman Tom Price to run the Department of Health and Human Services. Price is a physician with Michigan roots. He was born in Lansing, graduated from the University of Michigan. In Congress, he's leading the charge to repeal Obamacare. Democrat Senator Charles Schumer says the appointment is like asking the fox to guard the henhouse. Also today, Trump selected Elaine Chao as Transportation Secretary. She was Labor Secretary for George W. Bush. Trump is scheduled to have another meeting with Mitt Romney today, and he announced he'll kick off a voter thank you tour on Thursday in Cincinnati. First at 4, we're on top of stories making headlines all around the world. We begin in Colombia, where 75 people were killed in a plane crash involving a Brazilian soccer team. The plane was flying from Bolivia to Colombia last night when the crew declared an emergency around 10 p.m. Moments later, the plane crashed into the side of a mountain just 22 miles from its landing point. 6 people survived the crash, including 2 crew members, 1 journalist, and 3 players on the team. Moving now to Columbus, where students at Ohio State returned to classes today, just 1 day after that horrific attack on campus. Police have identified the attacker as OSU student Abdul Razak Ali Attarn. Attarn was killed by a campus police officer after running over students with a car and then stabbing several others with a knife. At this hour, officials are saying they do believe the attack was inspired by terrorist propaganda from ISIS. If you have a shopping hangover today, you're not alone. There is more, though. We have an opportunity to get really intoxicated with giving. This time of year, some of your neighbors really need your help, and that means local nonprofits need you more. Paula Tutman is live inside Hard Rock Cafe over in Campus Martius, where a huge group is celebrating known as Giving Tuesday. I like this day.
And Karen, look who I just ran into. None other than Miss Brown. And in fact, he's here because Hard Rock Cafe is joining with Henry Ford Health System as well as the Lions to raise money for Giving Tuesday. They're going to be suggesting donations for autographs, but they're not going to be giving anybody anybody to go away or anything like that. However, if you feel like you're just giving, and it still feels empty, take a look at this. While today is Giving Tuesday, the fact of the matter is when you are working to feed, clothe, house, mentor, provide medical services, or any mission as part of a nonprofit, help is needed 24/7.
I'm a huge fan of the American Cancer Society. I'm actually a breast cancer survivor, so that's why I'm so involved with that organization. Is this the vegetarian vegetable?
In December, it becomes critical that fourth quarter donation can be a life's blood to charities.
For nonprofits, this is the end of the year for them. They're working to really close out the year to have a strong year, and this is a great time for giving, and a lot of families need the help at this time.
Yep, spaghetti.
At Gleaners, we found workers from Ally Bank. Now, they've been here all month in a giant volunteer effort. So you've been here several times?
Yep, this is my 4th year, actually.
Some 85 Ally Bank employees at this one Gleaners location alone in one day.
All right, y'all go ahead and grab a new pallet, keep it going.
Here you're in the warehouse, you're seeing the activity, you see the food getting boxed up, you know it's going to a good place, you see the organizations they work with, that's all very cool.
At Gleaners, December actually doesn't mark the fourth quarter. It actually marks the first quarter.
Our fundraising budget's about $12 million. This is when people want to give, and that's great, but it carries us through the year. Almost half of our fundraising dollars come right now. Here's the deal. People need emergency food all year, and so we have to plan and budget by what happens this quarter for how much food we're going to be able to do for the whole rest of the year.
We need the long grain white rice.
And it doesn't take much to make a difference. A little time, a little money.
Because so much of the money comes now, this is what sets the bar for us. We budgeted to be able to feed, really it's over 420,000 people that we reach a year. And the question is, how much food are we going to be able to give every single month?
The gift is in the giving of yourself in some way to become more important than just yourself. Hey guys, listen, you can see they're getting ready here. I know the line. You guys are going to be here how long, Lomas?
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours,
yeah.
signing autographs.
Signing autographs, trying to get people to sign up.
He's got to talk into the mic.
I'm
Try not to
signing
make
up
me
and
look
talk.
short.
So we're trying to get people to sign up for the Game on Cancer, which is a great voluntary thing and giving. We're going to have plenty of players here. Zach Zenner is going to be here. Our GM, Robert Quinn, is going to be here.
How about just come down to Hard Rock Cafe? And here's the deal. Here's the thing about Giving Tuesday, Karen. This is just the kickoff. You still have 364 more days to help out your favorite charity. Karen?
I love it.
Not making me look too short.
I was going to say, tell Lomas I'll give him a microphone for our next live shot.
Yeah, right.
Thank you guys, we really appreciate it. Okay, ever wonder what it feels like to win $400 million? Well, the News Lottery millionaires come forward and describe that miraculous feeling. Also, this police officer was having a routine day when she saw a woman on the side of the road. What happened next took less than 15 minutes, but she'll never forget it. Hi there, Dr. McGeorge.
Hey, Karen, you know, this is one of the busiest times of the year, and it can get a lot of us stressed out. Up next, one thing that you can change that might make your holidays a little happier.
Coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
Former Inkster police officer William Melendez says he wants to be home by Christmas, asking the parole board to let him out, saying he doesn't know why he beat motorist Floyd Dent. The story is coming up.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Let's talk good health. More doctors are using electronic prescribing instead of actually writing out your prescriptions by hand. So we brought in Dr. McGeorge with a look at this. And also there is a risk of e-prescribing as well.
That's exactly right. You know, new research actually finds that because the dosing of certain medications can be variable in the elderly, e-prescribing may actually not be ideal. So basically the study looked at nearly 300 patients who fell while they were in the hospital. They found 62% had recently taken a high-risk medication, and in more than half of those cases, the electronically prescribed default dose was higher than recommended. Now the solution may simply be to adjust the default doses for certain medications to reduce the likelihood of falls and other complications.
And another story we're covering, holiday stress. It seems like we all have it, but we can do certain things to try to not set us up for failure.
Well, this is the time of the year for sure, and sleep is really one of those things that often goes by the wayside right away, but experts say that's a really bad idea.
We all say, I can do more work and I sleep less, right? It doesn't work that way. You've got to plan sleep just like you plan exercise or plan food or anything else. That sleep is really something you should plan for. It's too important.
Now, wellness expert Dr. Michael Roizen says sufficient sleep helps us think more clearly, and it actually removes toxins from our brain. To avoid getting overwhelmed by the holidays, he recommends scheduling things like sleep and exercise into our busy schedules to make sure that they don't get set aside. And I think that probably holds for the rest of the year, too. If you're a busy person, you just have to make plans for the essentials.
I like that, because I don't think we ever really do. Like, oh, I'd love to do that, but I've got sleep planned.
Right. You just shift it off the way.
I might have to use that excuse in the coming weeks. Thanks, Doc. All right, let's go over to Ben Bailey for an update on the weather. Gorgeous out there, Ben.
Not too bad as we start the beginning of the week on this Tuesday. We're in the 50s across the area. Remember, average highs this time of year are low 40s, so we're well above that. In fact, we're better than we were yesterday, 10, close to 15 degrees warmer than we were at 4 p.m. on Monday. We're starting to see the sunshine fade a little bit as high clouds are going to be moving in from the southwest, and you can see a couple sprinkles have been showing up here on radar. We may get a couple of those overnight, but no intense areas of rain expected. Then as we get into tomorrow, a cold front gets closer. Even if we see a couple sprinkles in the morning, it looks like most of that rain is going to show up in the second half of the day. But things get a little bit chilly and windy as we head into Thursday, and the temperatures really start to drop as we go into our first day of December. 48 tonight. That's a low temperature. Remember, our average high is 42, so we're going to be above that mark tonight. Stray shower or two is possible tonight. And as we look at your 4-zone forecast, these are high temperatures tomorrow. Still doing pretty good compared to average. In fact, not too far off of what we saw today, even with the clouds and rain that we're expecting in the afternoon. 55 in Detroit, Dearborn, Romulus, all at that number. South zone tomorrow, slightly cooler, 52 in Onstead. Tecumseh, you'll be at 53, and we'll keep the mid-50s going out here towards Lake Erie. North of Michigan Avenue, our west zone tomorrow, 51 in Howell, 53 in Brighton and Milford, and 52 up in Flint. And our north zone temperatures, pretty much all of 52 tomorrow for those highs. In fact, yeah, except for St. Clair, Macomb, and down there towards Waterford and Rochester Hills. Otherwise, your 7-day forecast does start getting more seasonable as we head towards the end of the week. We also get rid of a lot of that sunshine, too. A lot of clouds, windy conditions, and temperatures back close to average. Low 40s for highs Thursday and Friday. Probably a little bit of a wintry mix there. Then as we head into the upcoming weekend, we're looking dry both Saturday and Sunday. Low 40s, but those morning lows start getting back below freezing for starts. We will get some sunshine back on Sunday and Monday, Karen, but we're going to have to trade in some warmer air for those cooler temperatures to get it.
All right, thank you, Ben. Today's trending stories are next, first at 4, including an update on this former Playmates legal battle, why prosecutors are trying to send a message out about invasion of privacy. And first, cutting the cord, how AT&T is going after customers who want to avoid a big cable TV bill. We'll be right back. Trending today, AT&T is looking for a new way to keep customers who want to cut the cord. It will launch 3 new streaming services. It starts tomorrow. Packages range from $35 for more than 60 channels to $70 a month for more than 120 channels. There are also some early sign-up offers, but remember to read that fine print. AT&T bought DirecTV last year and is counting on mobile video to generate some new revenue. This is a talk about today. Former Playboy Playmate who sparked a debate over body shaming has pled not guilty to a charge of invasion of privacy. You might remember Danny Mathers secretly photographed a 70-year-old woman in the nude in a LA gym. Now, she posted that photo online with the comment, quote, "If I can't unsee this, then neither can you." Well, she later apologized and said the photo is meant to be sent as a private message. Prosecutors now trying to send their own message. Mathers' attorney said she did nothing illegal. And this is trending. A Kentucky police officer has quite a story to share. She delivered a baby on the side of the road. Officer Alicia Thompson was on patrol yesterday. She came upon a woman waving and screaming, so she immediately started to help and says things happened pretty quick.
So I pulled to the side of the road, opened the car door, and there's a partial head sticking out, and we just went from there, you know, push, and there came the joy of life.
I love it. Thompson says the whole thing took just about 15 minutes, and it is the first baby she ever delivered. As far as she knows, mom and baby are doing okay, and she wouldn't object if they named that little girl Alicia. I think that would be a beautiful name. Ahead, first at 4, we are talking about those new lottery winners. They came forward, and you might wonder how they got so lucky. It turns out they were pretty serious about playing the game. We'll explain next.
I just thought I got a wood in the head, and it was no big deal.
But Emma's injury was a big deal. More than a year later, she's still recovering.
Any increase in symptoms with that?
She suffered a concussion while cheerleading.
So I think most people do think about the high-risk sports like football and hockey and wrestling.
But this doctor warns there are other sports that have a high risk of head injury, including cheerleading. What are they? And the one thing Emma says she could have done right after she was hurt. Tonight at 11.
Diamond.
Finally, first at 4, winning the lottery is all about luck, but the newest winners weren't messing around when it comes to buying their tickets.
20 co-workers from Lafayette, Tennessee will split the $420 million jackpot. Now, one of them remembers the moment when she realized that they'd won.
And I just started screaming, but I had to look again because I thought I'm in a dream. My husband had to look. I looked again, and so then I had to start calling people. They wouldn't answer their phone. I'm like, get up, you know.
Can you even imagine? You're trying to, like, wake up, we're millionaires.
That's insane. I love listening to people from Tennessee, by the way.
It's kind of fun.
The workers had a lottery pool at work. They spent $60 twice a week hoping to win. Now they've actually said that they'll share the 12th largest jackpot in Powerball history.
I like it. They look happy. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us for First at 4. We are back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. Inside Edition is next.